Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Triangle Strategy. So the first episode is the demo that I played earlier, and I'm going to go ahead and start with my demo save data. I refreshed myself on like the story and everything in my first video, and how the combat and everything worked, so we're free just to go ahead and hop in. So, Young Hawk soars. So we may get a little bit of refresher on the story here, but basically all we did last time is defeat Trish and Travis. And we met you. Bye-bye.
Serenoa of Glenbrook's House Wolffort and Frederica of Esfrost will unite in marriage to strengthen the ties between their two nations.
Uh-huh.
In doing so, the newfound allies hope to hold their own in the face of Hyzant's salt monopoly, which continues even now, decades after the war.
Yeah, I'd be pretty scared if I was Hyzant, given that the other two big nations have basically formed an alliance effectively against you. But you're also kind of assholes for, you know, monopolizing the salt. So there's that.
Who could have known that this was but a prelude to an uprising that would engulf all of Norzelia in the flames of war?
Who could have known? Not me. Encampment has been added to the main menu. Provisioner is now available. You can select encampment from the main menu to access the Wolffort army's camp. Additional features will be unlocked as the story progresses. Alright, cool. So one thing I want to go ahead and do right now, the game was a little bit easy when we played it on normal last time, so I think I am going to bump it up to hard. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I also think I'll up the text display speed to fast. So let's go ahead and do that. Settings are changed. Yep. So let's make sure that did save. Yes. Okay, cool. So we're good there. So what's the Provisioner do in the encampment? Benedict's aptitudes in battle. Hello. Okay, so this is just our big tent. Probably where I buy a bunch of shit. That's probably why it's called the Provisioner. Portly merchants. Oh, if it isn't Lord Serenoa, how do you do? This humble merchant has brought the finest selection of goods from across the realm. Please have a look. Provisioner, you can purchase items and accessories and sell unwanted items. You cannot reap the benefits of accessories simply by purchasing them, so remember to equip them to your ally of your choosing. This may be accomplished in the unit details screen, the inventory menu, or via the prompt that appears after purchasing the accessory. So accessories are actually the only thing we can do to kind of change our stats. I guess weapons maybe too. Okay, but there's no like armor or anything. So we can buy healing items. What's the 11 that I have there? I do not know. Apparently there's like crafting materials as well. And then there's like rings for increasing all of my major stats. Okay, so do I have anything I want to sell? Material required to learn rank 1 weapon abilities. Okay. I don't know what that means yet, but cool. So let's leave the encampment. I don't think we need any more healing items or anything. Not yet. So did we not? I guess my rewards I got from that last fight, because they have like spoils of war, you know, so I'm guessing it was the 2 iron and the large HP recovery pellet. So how do I actually do this learn a weapon skill thing? Everybody's level 2. Neato. And yeah, how do I like learn a weapon skill? Details. Weapon skill. Yeah, how do I do that? Oop, nope, down. Unlocked after learning a particular weapon ability. Okay, whatever. So, do we actually get mastery with different weapons? Can we even switch the weapons on our characters? We'll find out, I suppose. So, next battle is here. Having routed the bandits, Serenoa and his retinue make their way back to Castle Wolffort. Alright, let's do it. I think I've done everything I wanted to do.
Welcome back, the both of you.
I hope people aren't confused by the first episode being like the demo thing. I am going to change it to like Triangle Strategy part 1 or whatever, but I imagine people will click on the video and they'll be like, it's the demo, and they'll be confused and not watch it, but I didn't want to have to replay through that section all over again.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
None to speak of, aside from Erador here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
You're Erador, okay.
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so? Or can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
There is no cause for concern, Erador. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind.
Okay, I feel like I'm gonna like you a lot, Erador. You seem like the funny one.
And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolffort. This is Erador, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
Yeah, you look dressed for the job. Makes sense.
You'll be the lady of House Wolffort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
If you require anything, just say the word.
I did check, and there is a Japanese dialogue that you can put on. Maybe we'll put it on at some point just to kind of see how it sounds. But, yeah. I usually play things dubbed just so it's easier to watch the video.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same, and from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolffort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nah, it brings a tear to my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry, my lady, but you'll have to get used to it.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers. As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Erador.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Anna and Erador joined your forces. Anna, you seem like you might be a rogue or a mage? Possibly ranger, maybe? Archer? Anna's aptitude in battle strikes enemies from the shadows, takes 2 actions in the same turn, can conceal herself from enemy eyes. I like the sound of you already, Anna. And Erador draws the enemy's attacks, counterattacks when dealt a physical blow by an adjacent enemy. So yep, you're the shield. You're my shield boy. Shield allies with superb defensive capabilities. Cool. Alright, well I like the sound of you two.
As you are well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenoa and his bride are wed.
The ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regnant for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the 3 nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven.
Okay, so Hyzant is specifically the, like, church area. The papacy, if you will. So, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And our own Lord Symon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the two before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolffort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day, the tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords!
Wow, we're having a tournament arc this early, huh?
From Esfrost, the much-renowned General of Laura. And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshal. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolffort.
On that matter, there are two things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolffort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
What? So we're just... I hope we're not just gonna let him join us. That might... The king might not like that.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in. Well, he's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all.
I feel like this is going behind the king's back, but okay.
I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Symon's health.
Indeed. Sadly, the lord of the house is in no condition to participate in the tourney.
Symon, huh? Yeah, I mean, Symon's probably recovering after dealing with the anti-spiral, so it makes sense.
Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Lord Symon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men. So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
I love the like bump, bump, bump it does for the ... the ellipses. It's just like bump. It sounds like a heartbeat.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, all of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Yeah, everybody has their secret plan behind the scenes. Gotta watch out for people. Can't trust them. Save in progress. Alright, so... Symon, head of House Wolffort, welcomes Frederica into his home, both as his future daughter-in-law and a symbol of Glenbrook and Esfrost's unity. So there's not a new battle yet. I kind of expected a battle to be there, but this is just an event, it says. It's not technically a battle. So... yeah, I mean, let's go... oh, well, no, I can look at my new characters. Let's look at the roster here. So, yeah, I have you. Ooh, you look cool. I like you. And, yeah, you look about how I expected you to. So, swordsman, tactician, pyromancer, physician, spy, shield bearer. I wonder if we can change classes at any point or something? So, you can straight up act twice. Grants 2 actions during, throw poison, take cover, surmount. I'm already liking the looks of you. Provoke, infuriate all enemies, only a chance though. And raise your movement by 1 for 3 turns. Ooh, sprint. Well, that's nice. I imagine we'll probably be able to change classes, but I don't know. I don't know a ton about the systems at play in this game. Going in fairly blind on it. Aside from, like, the demo stuff, you know.
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all mine.
There you are, the one that defeated the anti-spiral. Congratulations.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolffort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl. You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Yeah, we went over this before. People don't like Rosellans, and I believe someone said, like, oh, we have Rosellans all over the place here in Glenbrook. So I'm guessing they're a little bit more tolerant here? I don't know. We'll see how this plays out.
Oh ho! I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
Yeah, that checks out. That makes sense.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and Hyzant was specifically what they mentioned earlier, which has like a... It said minister, which kind of made me... But they also said holy in there somewhere, so it made me think of a... Like a... It was taking like a religious turn there. Like maybe that's the more religious of the three nations. But it could also just be a prime minister. But it specifically said holy, so I'm thinking Hyzant's maybe the more religious of the other ones. I don't know, we'll see.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine.
Indeed, the Archduke's sister. At the same time, she's the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. Okay, so you're technically a bastard in the term of what a bastard actually means, which is like an illegitimate heir. I don't really care, but it's important for politics, I guess, for these people.
And House Wolffort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations...
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
Just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse...
We could be cast away like pawns.
Yikes.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
Yep. We don't really matter that much. But you don't want to put the two most important people together, because then if things sour, then it's like, oh, well that sucks. So they just threw the second choices out there. I'm sorry, Frederica. That's really fucked up.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolffort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Oh no. Yeah, they said you weren't well. Heart attack?
Father!
Lord Symon!
Somebody get, Gila, please.
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision.
Am I now the leader of House Wolffort?
As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolffort. You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
Yep. Okay, we're hitting the ground running here.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Yeah, Benedict's really dope. Benedict summons a giant kitty to give me a buff. It's very cool, actually.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolffort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House.
Wait, does the servant know this? I feel like that servant just got a massive bomb dropped on them. Wait, sir, you're... what?
Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son.
Maybe the servant already knew.
And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
Well, that's 2 JRPGs I've played that start off with a wedding. A Young Hawk Soars. Completed. Alright. Is this entire, second episode going to be cutscene? Because, I need to do like a around 30-minute one for this, so we may just have all of the lore being established without any combat for the very first one. Hello, loud car, thank you. Cave? Mine? Oh, those are the mine.
Years after the salt iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources.
Yeah, so we found a really cool mine on our land that made everything come together. I mean, you'd think Glenbrook would be the one that the other two would rely on anyway, since we're like, you know, the trade ones. They kind of need us to facilitate the trade, but I suppose if they just monopolize their things... Yeah, I mean, everybody has one thing that the other one needs. I shouldn't put just the trade routes above everybody else. They could just totally cut me off, and then my trade routes would be useless.
This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace.
I like the pieces moving on the board. That's cool.
Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Symon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Chapter 2, to arms, brave warriors. So are we going to be participating in the tourney? I imagine so. Right? We have to be. They talked up the tourney a lot, and who all was going to be there. It dropped a bunch of names, so...
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Symon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a big surprise to everybody.
I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
I don't know. I feel like you're coming off a little bit rude here. What's wrong with Frederica, besides the weird political bullshit of being an illegitimate heir and all that?
Oh, your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
Ooh. we getting sassy. Truth be told, I'm surprised one as well informed as yourself didn't already know. We're getting sassy here. I like this sassy intrigue.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wolffort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolffort in Serenoa's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolffort, as will I.
Yup, everybody's gonna be gossiping about it, we know.
Great. Go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance.
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Norselian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels.
Dynamite.
As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
So yeah, they specifically mentioned there that that character, the new whatever they said that's having a meteoric rise, he's going to be the head of the new mines. Interesting.
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Dragan, there we go.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes. I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House.
Man, this is a lot to drop into my lap the day before, Dad. Thanks.
Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
What'd you just hand? Lila, Benedict. Okay, so yeah, we are at 30 minutes, and this has been basically all cutscene. Oh, dragon could be anywhere. I suppose this is as good an opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. The flow of the game comprises multiple phases. In addition to story scenes and battles, there will also be an exploration phase. In this phase, you may move freely about areas to gather information from the people around you, obtain items, review mechanisms and terrain features that may serve you in battle, and more. Interesting. That's interesting. We can explore, like, you know, different towns in a game. Like, that's not something I can think of that you've ever been able to do in one of these kinds of games. You can't, like, explore the actual towns that you go to in Final Fantasy Tactics, or, hell, even, like, Disgaea. Hell, even Fire Emblem. I can't think of anything else that does this. This is neat. So this has, like, the JRPG thing of finding a new town and you run around and collect all the items and talk to everybody, but it's a turn-based strategy RPG as well, so that's cool. That's really neat. I like that. Left stick run walk, directional buttons run, hold B or R to dash, and in the exploration phase, continue with the story, press the plus button. So, yep, that's dash. Okay, so this feels very Disgaea. Alright, well, I think this is probably a good spot to go ahead and end the second episode off. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.